Hello students, till today we have discussed about different chapters like balancing, then gyroscope, then flywheel, and then we have also attended that the expert lecture for vibrations, right, by Anup Goyal sir. And today we are going to discuss on the chapter that is the critical speeds of the shaft. So let us start with the introduction. Critical speed. What is critical speed? We are sometimes we said that critical situation. Okay, so it is like that. Critical speed of the shaft. It is a speed at particular shaft vibrate excessively. Okay, so again I am repeating. What is the critical speed? It is a speed at which the shaft vibrates excessively in the transverse direction. Suppose this is a shaft, okay, suppose this is a shaft and this is the axis of the shaft. So this is the transverse direction. We can say this direction is the perpendicular to the axis is the transverse direction. Okay, so the transverse direction is called the critical speed. Okay, or we can say whirling speed or whipping speed of the shaft. It means the speed at which the resonance occur is known as a critical speed. Means frequency ratio R is equal to 1. So because of excessive vibration in a shaft, it is a chance of failure of the shaft as well as bearing. So it is necessary to find particular critical speed of shaft in particular application. Okay, so now different cause for critical speed of the shaft. So which are the different causes for critical speed? So first is non-uniformity of the rotor material. Whatever the material on the shaft like rotor, so if it is non-uniformity, then it may be chance of critical speed at the low speed. Okay, now the rotor like gear, pulley, flywheel is eccentrically mount on the shaft. You might have heard this word, eccentrically mount on the shaft. Now bending of the shaft due to self weight, shaft का खुद का weight लगेगा. So because of its own weight it's try to bend, and because of that it's a critical speed. So manufacturing defect either in the shaft or rotor, this may be one of cause for the critical speed. Now next topic is here you can see summer 17-18, winter 18-19. The introduction about critical speed they have already asked in GTU exam. Now undamped vertical shaft for single rotor. So here you can see the shaft with the bearing and there is a single rotor over here. Okay, so here it is just an explanation of this ki there is a single rotor having the mass m supported in the bearing, okay, and having the negligible inertia force. So and the center of gravity of this rotor has shifted by the distance e from the geometric center sorry, so this is a geometric center S, okay, and center of gravity having some distance like e, okay, center of gravity is here. So but this force resisted by the stiffness of restoring force. Okay, as the rotor rotate, now what we have to do, we have to rotate this rotor and it deflect by the distance y due to centrifugal force acting radially outward from G. So here the next figure, it is a non-rotating condition, above one is, and this is after the rotating condition. So what happened due to rotating condition here, because of center of gravity is not at the center at particular distance, here you can see it will try to move this type of things because of center of gravity is not at the center. Okay, so y, what is y? This is y. So what is y? It is the additional deflection of CG of the motor as the shaft rotate in meter. Okay, so it's deflect at the distance y, okay, due to centrifugal force radially outward from G. But this force resisted by the stiffness obviously shaft having some stiffness, or we can say restoring force in the lateral direction. So this is called the ky, that is called the restoring force. Okay, so here you can say k, that is the stiffness of shaft, and y is the additional deflection. E is the initial deflection of CG. Okay, m is the mass of rotor, omega is the angular velocity of the shaft, and omega n, that is a critical speed of the shaft. Here it is not mentioned, but you just consider it. Omega n is the critical speed of the shaft. So you can understand this figure, right? So here shaft is rotated with the omega angular velocity, and it's tried to move, it's tried to bend, and this force, okay, because of centrifugal force, this force is created, and this is restoring force. So we have to compare this both the force. Okay, so here you can say outward centrifugal force and inward restoring force. We have to compare this, and after few calculations like this, multiply here, and then again m e omega square is equal to ky minus my omega square. So we have to convert it into this form, y upon e. Okay, so y upon e is equal to, finally we got the 1 upon k under upon m omega square minus 1. Okay, so here omega n is equal to under root k upon m. Under root k, that is the stiffness, and m, that is the rotating mass of rotor, mass of rotor. So finally y upon e is equal to r square upon 1 minus r square. In above equation, if r is equal to 1, in this equation if r is equal to 1, then omega is the omega n, that is the critical speed of the shaft. Then y upon e is equal to the infinity. Okay, you can understand what I mean to say. Y upon e, how it comes? Y upon e, we just equal the centrifugal force and restoring force, and this equation comes. So it is infinity. It means the deflection at the critical speeds tends to infinite. Okay, now below the critical speed, if critical speed is below omega less than omega n, then r less than 1, so deflection y is positive. Here you can say deflection y is positive. Okay, and if omega is greater than omega n, then r greater than 1, then y is negative. Okay, so here by this way we can consider y is positive and y is negative. Okay, you can just pause the video and draw the figure clearly, because this is a very important theory. You can see it has been asked for many times, 13, 16, 19, 16, 18. So it is very important theory. So now and then last is, when the value omega is very high, compare omega n, then omega n upon omega it's near to 0, then y is equal to minus e. It means CG of the rotor approach the point O and the body rotates about CG. अगर ऐसा हुआ, then body rotate about the CG. So critical speed या तो omega CR या तो omega n is equal to under root k upon m. So k is equal to mg. K is equal to here mg upon delta. So under root g upon delta. Critical speed, that is under root g upon delta. So basically omega CR, so 2 pi NCR, so NCR we find the equation for NCR, that is 1 upon 2 pi under root g upon delta. So finally we got this equation. Okay, NCR means the critical speed RPM, it's in revolution per second or hertz. Okay, so just a minute please, excuse me. Okay, so this is the theory for critical speed, and next time we will see the damped vertical shaft with single rotor. So thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.